What's going on, man? Second video of today. This is gonna be the other one was short. This is gonna be a little bit longer. I just want to touch on it's this show. It's a podcast I watch. One of my favorite rappers from back in the day. You know, like him as a rapper and as a person. He does a podcast. His name NORE. He does a podcast called Drink Champs. It's on Revolt TV as well. I encourage you to check it out. You know, Noriega, I like him, good dude. I used to listen to him back in the days. From New York, Puerto Rican dude. You know, rap known as being a rapper, but now you know he's more of a personality. It's fun. It's fun to watch. I like the show. They basically, the show is a podcast, but they're getting turned up on it. They got the drinks out, got some bud, you know. All his guests, you know, usually, you know, they're talking about issues, but it's on a real level. It's not a structured interview or anything like that. But man, I just hate to see what he. I don't know if it's driven by him, if he thought it was gonna go that way or whatever. But if he played it back and they edited, I don't know. I know he has a team and stuff, but he had Lamar Odom on there. And if you don't, Lamar Odom, the NBA player, you know his past. You know, nearly died, drug overdose. He even touched on it while he was on there, and said, you know, he didn't have any drugs in the system at the time. I mean, we'll never know for sure, but I mean, it was drugs in the system, but he said he didn't do any drugs that day per se. But anyway, the interview, I'm not sure if Lamar Odom he's definitely an addict. I'm not sure if he's in recovery right now, if he's he's staying sober. When you're staying sober, you need to cut everything out. You can't just have a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of this. You know, if you know anything about recovery and being an addict, you're more likely gonna go back to that stuff. So, anyways, the thing that got me is he's on the show Drink Champs, but you know Lamar Odom because they both from New York and they both have a history. They talk about it in the interview. But if you knew, you know, he's going through all that stuff, why have all that alcohol there? And granted, Lamar Odom is a grown man. He doesn't need to partake in it. It didn't look like he was partaking in it in the beginning, but so it just got they peer pressure, start taking shots. Again, he could have made a decision for his own, but they start taking shots. Noriega's not in that situation, but Lamar Odom is. So shots went to, he started smoking some weed, and the interview just went south. You know, it looked bad. As far as Lamar Odom. You can progressively see his thought process. He went from like sober to inebriated, and so was Noriega. But again, he's not recovering. So, or an addict, at least to our knowledge, you know. So it just was bad. I think it put him in a bad situation. His whole team did, and I don't think Nori should have produced that. Like, solid dude. Again, Noriega, solid dude, but I don't think he should have promoted that. They should have stopped the interview at some point. And I think his co-host tried to, but it didn't. They ran it, did enough to edit it, and then put it out. So I watched the whole thing, and it was hard to watch, you know. So I just, you know, I will put it in the description, but just look it up if you want to see it. I don't want to really promote it, besides the fact that I'm talking about it. It's sad to see me being a Laker fan. Lamar Odom helping bring us two championships in the late 2000s. Just hard to see him, like, you know, sees him doing good, looking good and stuff, and then toward the end of the interview, like a 2-hour interview, just looking so bad, man. And I know he had to look back at that and just like, wow, why did I do this? You know, why did I go on this interview? Why am I looking like this? And man, it was crazy. And the big part about it is, everybody's grown, everybody can make their own decision, but I looked at it, they had the one with Royce the 5'9", and he's a recovering alcoholic, and he had nothing but water there. I don't know if it was by Royce the 5'9" team or Royce 5'9's request, but had nothing but water there for him. No alcohol. Nori didn't drink alcohol. I think you should have did that for Lamar Odom too. I mean, now hindsight 2020, the interview was done and over with, but man, it was just hard to watch. You know, hopefully they don't continue to do interviews like that. And hopefully Lamar Odom gets back on that right track, you know. So shout out to Lamar Odom, shout out to Noriega, but man, I just had to get that off my chest a little bit, and it was kind of rough to watch, man. Hopefully they're doing well, and hopefully everybody else is doing well. Drink water, you know, be healthy, wash your hands, and social distancing. Stay away from each other, you know, if you can, and stay at home. All right, y'all.